Orb Pondering memes feel like a revisit to the surreal flavour that dominated the mid to late 2010s, in tandem with classical art memes that have been around forever. Of course, they hold a little more of a retro fantasy bent, but they're certainly fresh yet familiar. It would appear the first instance of the orb being shared in a memetic context is thanks to Twitter user That's Good Web, on the 15th of October this year. If you immediately assumed, oh, that straight up looks like something out of Lord of the Rings, then damn, you're right. This wizard comes straight from the front cover illustration of Valar and Maya, a 1993 supplement to Middle-earth role-playing. So what is it exactly that makes Orb Pondering so familiar? It's the fact that fantasy is inherently a goofy affair. All too often, magic and fantasy are taken seriously, which makes sense considering many of those who grew up enjoying it are now adults, so it's important for studios to cater to a mature audience. However, over time it gets frustrating seeing wizards being portrayed as gruff, serious, and all-knowing characters, so it's great to see the absolute piss being taken out of them in the form of Orb Pondering. That being said, there's a clear reason why the orb itself has become such a strong icon throughout online culture. The orb has become an easy analogy for mobile phones or computers. After all, it could be argued humans have become the goofy-looking wizard in this image, staring at our screens enigmatically. To anyone who hasn't seen a device screen before, it probably looks extremely weird and unknowable to be touching a bit of metal and glass with flashing images for hours on end, much like how wizards doing some serious orb pondering appear. I mean, look at this guy, he's basically wearing a hoodie and he's slouching comfortably in his seat. It's easy to understand why people replace the orb with Twitter feeds or other familiar images, simply because they slot in so well with the manner in which the orb is being pondered. It's great to see a classic format return in 2021 in the form of cover art being utilized as a meme, and in doing so it just goes to show how cyclical meme culture is in terms of what is popular and what isn't. Satirizing older paintings or drawings by slapping on simple text punchlines or jamming them into modern formats is a tried and tested method for success. Although it certainly has been a good while since we've seen something like this remain popular for so long, and it should be interesting to see if it inspires an art meme renaissance. Essentially, Orb Pondering satirizes the goofier aspects of fantasy, whilst reminding us that those who appear powerful often need to sit in a hoodie and zone out for a few hours too. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.